How would you like to be introduced?
Ooh. Loving father,
Yeah.
decent husband, and a go-getter.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Pretty simple. Life is simple, though. Well, it's not simple, but my needs are simple.
Yeah.
The thing is, if that was safe, it'd be boring.
Yeah. There has to be an element of danger
Yeah.
to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. Yeah, this is a sensible one. I've had too many crashes on race bikes. Started first time.
Does it not normally?
No, it does, it does. It hasn't been started up in a couple of weeks. Go on then, you got to rev it. No, you sit on it and do it.
Oh. Although, my aged bones.
You're getting old.
Yeah.
It's good.
Ah, joy.
The big child.
Yeah. It's the biggest antidepressant. Just
Flooring it.
free. Free. Where you are right now,
Yeah.
5 years' time, what's the dream?
It's not career, funnily enough. So one of the things that I came to the realization of was that memories for my children is actually pretty, well, it's not just pretty important, it's very important. So I don't want to get to the age of 50
Shut up. Shut up.
and regret working too much and missing out on life. Because, let's be fair, as you get older, it gets harder. And yeah, I do not want to have that regret. I would prefer to regret not working enough and spending the time with them than working too much.
So when you say spending time with them, obviously that means quality time, that means experiences. Go into a bit more detail.
Okay. So I've got a finite time on this planet. All right, so let's say I live to 70, 80. Past that point, I'm gone. So what are they left with? Yeah, they'll have a house or they'll have money, but in reality, that's not the thing that's important. It's the memories. And I think if it's like my parting gift to them is the memories of everything that we ever did. It's the most important thing to me.
And go on. Again, those experiences, what sort of experiences are you gonna
Well, I'm trying to get them
bestow on them?
I'm trying to get them into hiking, which to be fair works till about 10k and then it all falls apart. No, it's realising that the world is bigger than the house, their town, village, wherever they live, country. There's an awful lot you can do with your life, and the more doors I can open and the more experiences I can give them, I believe they'll be more rounded individuals or more rounded individuals.
So it's no limitations, isn't it?
No. Why should there be? There shouldn't be any limitations. Like, too many people think you get up, you go to work, you go home, and it's Groundhog Day. Same thing, day in, day out. Now, to a point, that's what we all do, but we do it so we can do the fun things on the side. And my kids are young. I work in IT. I work with a lot of people who do nothing but sit there playing computer games, not experiencing life. They experience life through a screen. And it's difficult because I have to allow them to have that screen time. But if I don't give them the opportunities to see that there's more than the computer, the PlayStation, the internet, YouTube, I feel like if I don't open them up to that, then when they get to 18, 19, 20, that's what they'll become.
Yeah, you have a responsibility to do that, don't you?
Yeah.
And I think lots of parents use technology as a distraction so that they don't have to deal with the kids, which I find incredibly disturbing. But it's creating a generation of kids who are reliant on technology who can't communicate, and they're going to have terrible mental health problems as a result.
Huge. I see it today. But like I just said, I work in IT, and I've got a lot of individuals who work for me who their world is computers and IT. They don't do anything else. And go back 10 years, yeah, I was probably partly in that world, or that way of thinking. But once you realise yourself that there's a lot more to life, you kind of want to open others up to that as well. And obviously the most important people I can do that to, my kids, because ultimately they're the only ones I care about.
So you're clearly leading by example now.
Mm-hmm.
So we did Mont Blanc recently.
Yes.
That was easy, wasn't it?
That was easy. Easy. Do it all again. Don't get me wrong. It's difficult. It's difficult. But the difficulty is what makes it worthwhile. If it was easy, I wouldn't do it. Same as bike. If I didn't know there was that element of danger, I wouldn't do it. So it's that, okay, there's danger, it's difficult, but when I get to the end, I know it's worth it.
Yeah, the outcome was worth the effort, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was the experience as well. So we were sleeping in a refuge. I'm not going to say who I was sleeping next to, but I could have killed them because they were snoring all night. But how often do you experience that in your day-to-day? Most people will never do it. And they're the experiences, those little things that, while I may have killed that person, it's like, it makes it part of the experience, it makes it part of the difficulty, it makes it part of the journey to get to the top.
I thought that the most fascinating part was, it was incredibly challenging, and every step you could have twisted your ankle and been in real trouble, and what would have happened? You'd have been in real trouble.
Yeah.
So it's like, you have to keep going. But my senses were hyper acute for everything.
But you didn't have any external distractions whatsoever. And even at one point I put my headphones in for half an hour, because I was like, I'd just listen to a bit of music, go along on my own. But while that was nice, it took away from the experience. It's those distractions you find, all of a sudden you're being drawn into your phone.
Yeah. I mean, I thought, again, the fact that we were so tired at certain points, but when we had the opportunity to have a race,
Yeah.
we had a race.
But yes, we did. And you lost, I think.
Listen, I was waiting for Lydia.
Oh, okay, fine. But also, what's interesting is when you look at the dynamic of all the people, everyone has their highs and lows. And it's funny, you can turn around and you can look at someone and you go, I know how you're feeling. And then half an hour later, they're absolutely fine. It's a journey. Like, sometimes you feel great, sometimes you feel bad, but you just keep going.
Yeah, the community aspect's obviously super important, and you kind of think about, we're trying to build a tribe, and on that journey, our tribe was solid, but we were all struggling at different parts. Yeah. But because we were together,
you don't mind. Yeah, you will get through it.
Take it back a few years.
Okay.
Take it back to the dark days.
Dark days.
Talk to me about the dark days.
You don't realise it's happening necessarily, which is one of the strangest things about it. You just know something's not quite right. And I think for me, it was all of a sudden, overnight, I was used to going to the gym, I was used to trying to get fit, but then gradually I'd go to the gym one day. I couldn't go the next day. I'd go for a run. That's it, I'm out for the count for the next 4 or 5 days. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And I did a lot of research on trying to understand what was wrong. And you have lots of conversations, you speak to doctors, they give you the same old story, you're tired, you've got kids. So, well, yeah, of course. And I know that's tired, but this is different. But they just don't listen. Did my research.
Listen, do you think that's ignorance or arrogance?
I think it's laziness, if I'm being honest. So everybody's a number, and you got to understand from a doctor's point of view, in reality, you're not very important.
Look at you.
Yeah.
But look at you. You're a healthy looking male.
Yes. Yeah.
Judging a book by its cover.
That's it. So you're healthy, you're not overweight by that point, and you're just tired. But then I think I did a few blood tests myself, and then I stumbled across you. I think it was on Reddit, probably.
Arguing with somebody.
Yeah, probably, yeah. And then obviously I hopped on treatment because I needed it, and I always say it was the single best thing I did for my health. And my wife, I always did that because I never wanted to upset her, to think, you know what it's like. Getting married's the single best date. No, it was, that's what I should say, but I was like, so I'll say it's the best thing for my health. And she said, no, it's the single best thing you've ever done. And we've been together 20 years now. So I think 19, 20 when we got together. So it's been a journey. And it just completely changed my mindset.
It's getting you out of the hole, but it's fascinating, isn't it? Because it has a knock-on effect, and we say we lead by example. You being in that dark place, obviously Emma was feeling...
Even the children would feel it. So my first two, I feel sorry for my first two, in a way, because I was a lot snappier, a lot more aggy. I would fly off the handle quicker. And counterintuitively, you think, oh, okay, TRT, steroids. You're going to be more angry, more vicious. But it was the complete opposite. Complete opposite. I had patience. I didn't fly off the handle. I was a lot more considered. And I think if I look at everything, the benefits, that is the biggest benefit, is the mentality or the mindset shift. Didn't happen overnight. Don't get me wrong. The first few weeks felt very, very good. Felt really good. But then, and this goes back to your, but this then goes back to your ethos, doesn't it? Of it's not just here you go, have that, get out the door. It's no, nutrition, sleep, lifestyle. And you take those things on board, and while I did do some of them, I realised I could do them better. And then bit by bit by bit, incrementally, you just build upon it, and you feel 1,000 times better than I did in those days when I was in a dark place.
It goes back to earn your reward, doesn't it? But the reality is again, that hardship and that journey is actually what makes it worthwhile.
Yeah.
Again, if I give you a magic pill and you suddenly went, I feel great.
Yeah. I think you'd feel great for a couple of days, but then there's no contrast. It's, I just feel great. Now, not every day feels great. You still have stresses, things still go wrong, but you're just better equipped to handle it. So it's strange, and you don't even realise you're doing it. And is that partly because being on treatment, maybe? But in reality, it's no, look, this is how you should be living. And that's the most important thing. And if you can get that right, it makes the world a difference.
I mean, we've all taken the path of least resistance, maximum reward. Haven't we, Colin?
We have, but we're not going to be discussing that.
But the reality is again, you learn, don't you, that reward that you thought is amazing at the time. You pay the consequence for the reward. Or the perceived reward.
Yeah, and when I look at it, it's a big consequence. So 20 to 28, we won't go into details, but
we don't need to go into details.
We lived life, and ultimately paid the price for it. Maybe it was always going to happen, but in reality, you look back at it and you're like, no. Look at all the things I did wrong. Would I change it though? No, because I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today.
Exactly. Every single experience has made you the person you are right now. The good, the bad, and you learn more from the bad to build and build and build to be where you are right now.
Oh, of course. No, I'm not saying any more on that one. So yeah, it's being transformative, I think is fair to say.
So mistakes,
Lots of them.
learn from your mistakes, and now you're a model human being.
No, there's always room for improvement. No one's perfect. I know I'm not perfect. The difference is I don't
Would
care.
you want? Would you? Yeah, but would you want to be perfect?
No, don't think I would.
So do you think it's important to let the devil out every once in a while?
Yes.
But in
But in, I want to do it consciously,
Yeah.
rather it being a pattern.
yeah,
Because the thing is, it's all too easy to fall into a trap of doing it. Always patterns, isn't it? And we all like our patterns. We all like our what's the word I'm looking for?
routine.
Routine. That's the
Yeah.
word. And it's all too easy for letting the devil out, being part of the routine.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously, when we say the devil, we're talking about going on the motorbike
Yeah,
around
of
the
course,
track.
of course.
But because again, you,
No, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I had to stop that. One too many accidents. I still can't sit down on a sofa properly. 3 years later, my ribs are still in agony. So that's not to say I won't go back to it. It's not to say I won't do it again. But at this point in my life, I've got other things to focus on. Just got to keep pushing. And I'm not going to stop. And to be fair, I don't want to keep bringing back everything to treatment, but it does allow you to push that little bit harder.
I'd like it if you brought everything back to treatment.
Oh, okay, fine then. All right, so
you are the man you are because of what?
treatment, yeah, and the people you hang around.
Yes.
It does make. Done. Are we done? We finished. Good. No more.
But listen, a patient the other day said colours are brighter.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
But again, listen, we can laugh and joke about everything and anything because you're in a nice.
And we're in a nice place, and I know a lot of people aren't. A lot of people aren't. The difficulty is getting them to see, well, not even see, but work towards a solution. People don't want solutions.
Yeah.
I swear some people enjoy being unhappy.
Yeah.
It's like they get comfort. It's their,
It's safe.
it's what they know, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And failure, they don't like failing, so they won't take the risks because taking risks means that you might not succeed and then you've got to deal with the rejection. But like you said before or earlier on, failing, or when things go wrong, you actually learn more.
Goes back to that Roger Kipling poem, if you can meet triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. It's like, it's good times, hard times, okay, bring it on.
Yeah. I wish I had a memory like yours for these things, though. Nice encyclopedia.
We've got to come up with a different one because you said that in Josh's.
Did I?
Okay, fine.
Oh shit. Fucking hold on. Pressure. For the hero, fear is a No, listen, that's a fucking good quote.
No, it is.
For the hero, fear is a challenge and a task. Only boldness can deliver from fear. And if the risk is not taken, somehow the meaning of life is violated and the whole future condemned to a hopeless staleness for will-o'-the-wisps. That's deep.
It is.
Get on with it.
Fair play to remember all of that. How many did you be sitting there at home memorising that one?
Listen, I've got it's stuff that resonates really.
No, I get it. Well, I think I've shared a couple of things with you, haven't I, that resonate. My memory's just not that good.
Listen, I've got 5,000 patients who are all going through subjectively their own experience, but objectively to me it's all the same.
But how have you found going from a small clinic in the early days to a clinic where you're now having to manage 5,000 people? It's a big shift. And then how do you keep it? The ethos has still got to be there.
Yeah, we'll never lose that. Yeah. Well, it's been a fascinating experience, and we've learned so much. So it's far more refined now, so that when somebody presents with a problem, we know how to deal with it. But you can't change those first few weeks and months where they've got issues with high estrogen, or they're not quite there where they need to be, and they think they should be somewhere else. And it's trying to deliver those realistic expectations with patience. And again, it's taking a step back, and again, testosterone allows you to be considered, but still it's ultimately down to you. It's challenging.
But people have to appreciate it is a journey.
Yeah.
The first 3-4 months, you will feel great, you will feel low, you'll feel a little bit all over the place. And then all of a sudden it stabilises, settles down. Okay, this is the new norm.
So, final question. Do you know what it's going to be?
No, I ain't got a clue.
I want an honest answer for this.
Okay, go on then.
Are you okay?
Yes. Could be better. Relatively stressed. But that's a work in progress. Yeah, I'm good. Can't grumble. Life's good.
I knew you'd be stoic.
Well, I don't know what I've got to really be.
You need to break down and cry and say, like,
you ain't getting
life is. I know I won't.
You're not going to get that from me. So feeling,
I'm joking. Just
my emotional intelligence was up there, but no, not for. Look, I am good. I'm a million miles better than I ever have been ever since I was a kid. I've got the things I want. I always want more. I've got the energy to do what I want to do. I'm in a really good place.
Good.
And we'll keep working.
Yeah.
Keep working. There's always room for improvement. And I've got to beat everyone.
Yeah. It's like my school report could do better. I'm going to fucking do better.
Yeah, my school report's only ever said that. It could do better if he actually put pen to paper. Who would have thought?
Yeah. Listen, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bring it in. Bring it in. Good man. Thank you.
Cheers.